You've heard him speak before, that speaker needs no introduction. If you haven't listened to his every word, because he's a truly inspirational leader for our movement. Master Robert Jones.
Said nobody would support these strikes. Francis Ward said the low turnout meant the strikes would be derisory. The right-wing media said nobody would notice if the public sector workers didn't do much or value. But they're not saying that today, are they? They're not saying that today. And in PCS, we have had reports that tell us around 85% of our members are on strike across the country. That's over 200,000 people, 70,000 voted in the ballot. It's proof, it's not voting in the ballot that matters, it's voting with your feet, and you've done that today. I want to say something about the effect of the PCS strike. But before I do that, just something to our teacher and lecturer colleagues. People in the media saying, disgrace to the profession, you're leaving kids down, this is no way to show children how to behave. My kids are taught, I'm proud to say, by AUT members in Croydon. Those AUT members in Croydon are on strike today. My kids are at home, and as far as I'm concerned, the best education they can get is to see the dignity and passion those teachers have for what they do. We have members today, not many, but some who are on strike who are working down the street. When the Prime Minister has been urging you not to, they deserve absolute special praise. But let me also say something. About this strike that nobody noticed, when support Stevenson, the Methodist Commissioner, has said that 90% of all civilian staff handling calls are on strike. 90% of people. Where we have nearly 75,000 members, 85% are on strike. We have 92% of members in DWP who are on strike. I can tell you that we have had jurors sent home because judges have cancelled court sittings, driving tests cancelled. We've got queues at the airports and the ports, and I'm not apologising for them. It shows that our members are very important to our happiness every day. Every national museum in Wales is closed, and we have instruction in some of the leading museums and galleries in London. And in terms of the galleries, you know there's something big happening when 4,000 people are marching in Brighton. And I'm told that just over the water from our wonderful place Cardiff in the city called Bristol, we have 6,000 people who are marching. And let me people rightly criticise Henry, man. I feel what he's done is a disgrace. But there are never MPs. John O'Donnell, Jerry deserve our that shows that people care. It shows that people are proud of what they do and they right to defend themselves. And in my mind, shows the government has been crumbled. Anyone who's watched the government ministers in the media in the last few days, have you noticed something? They're either badly briefed or they're lying. All says that is wrong. This morning on Radio 4 said whether that's terrible. Downing Street have just issued a news that the BBC is carrying that says they no longer use the word terrible. Why? Because it's not in the report. The BBC, and I'm running the stat line, it looks like number 10 when we read the report today. They say anything longer, or we've already made the chances of changes of our pension scheme. But I think we want to say one thing about it longer. There's nothing to be proud of when our politicians say you work longer because you live longer. My grandfather could not afford to retire. He worked till he was 76. He died in less than a year. We're the fifth richest country in the world and we should enjoy our retirement, not work. Somebody also did something on pensions a few years ago. His name was Rob Maxwell. He bought the private sector pensions, they are trying to rob public sector pensions. And we've got to be stopping them. And therefore, this is not about affordability, it's not about open-ended pensions, it is about a race to the bottom. It is about driving down our pensions to the disgraceful value of private sector pensions, in my opinion, to save money yes, but to carry out mass privatisation. Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence for family schools, private universities, privatised job centre plus privatised workspace government, and they can't do it often because the CBI said they can't afford the pension liability. So see this in terms of a wider attack. They want to cut jobs, they want to freeze pay, they want to privatise, they want to rob our pensions. But they also want to do something else. They want to attack the welfare state and stigmatise the unemployed and our pensioners. And they want to press our students out of education. And what today is about for me is not just the brilliant support, the ATL, the NUC, the UCU, and the BCS, the brilliant support of Unison and United in Doncaster, in Southampton, in Birmingham, and in Camden. But it's also about the brilliant support from the pensioners, the unemployed workers centres, and the students, who all recognise that we are actually here together, trying to defend everything we have fought for generations. That's why today is so important. If the reality of what they're doing is our PCS member called Sue, featured in this bulletin, is 34, she's on low income, her pension contributions will rise by 200%, and if she retires at 60, she will lose £126,000. Now I turn over the page and I see a rose gallery. I just want to concentrate on Lord Hutton. Because Lord Hutton, many people haven't really sussed what he's done. He was the Labour cabinet member who agreed the pension scheme in 2005 and 2006, who's now doing pretty well in his retirement. He took £64,776 cash payment. He has £37,000 a year MP's pension. He has £4,000 a month for a three-day week working for the pensions committee. and he's got the audacity to tell PCS members on 40 and 15,000 pounds a year to take me back, will you stick it as far as I'm we are not taking it lying down. And we're going to meet them next week. And if next